Diane Evans here with StampinWithDiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. Now, if this is your first time joining me on my YouTube channel, I thank you for coming by, checking me out. But if you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do so. And then also, next to the subscribe button, there's a bell, and it's right down around here somewhere. And you can click that bell, and you get notified every time I upload a new video. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to showcase and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some of the stuff that's coming in the new annual catalog. This annual catalog is going live on May the 4th. But let me tell you, there's some beautiful, beautiful things in there. Now, if you love pansies, let me tell you, this suite, and it's a pansy petal suite, is the suite for you. And this is a bundle. And you can save 10% when you buy this bundle. But also, check out these new colors. This is a fresh freesia color. It's kind of an in-between between a purple posy and Highland heather, but trust me, it's not alike at all. It comes with markers that go with it. It comes with ink pads, re-inkers, and also the Stampin' Blends. And if you do live in Canada, just to let you know, I do have a color club going on. Starting in May as well, so that you can get all of your colors over the next 5 months. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a card, and it's a corner tuck fold card. And I know I've done one or two before, but let me tell you, it's such an addicting card way, and I've done it in a different layout. Also, something else that we're going to be using is this Pansy Petals Designer Series paper, and trust me, I think I've only got 4 pieces left from this piece, or from the Designer Series paper pack. I love this paper. And another thing that I just got my hands on is this shimmer vellum. Now, I'm sure you can see the shimmer. Let's see if I can get it so that you can see the shimmer from this card. Look at that shimmer. And this is what color is that? That's that soft, succulent. We've got the polished pink, and oh my goodness, look at this with the evening evergreen. And of course, all the colors come in this, and you get 2 sheets of each one of them, and they are just beautiful. We're going to be using some of this, and of course, we're using the fresh freesia color, and I'm going to give you a tip on how to put it together. And make sure that you stick till the end of the video, because at the end of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another card that I made using the same product, but in a different orientation. So let me just put this off to the side. Now bring in my card stock, or my card stuff that I've got for this particular one. Something, let's see. I'll just bring this all out, and hopefully I've done some cutting on it so that hopefully we've got... we don't have to worry about me cutting them out on screen. So I have a piece of the free freesia, and it's 4 1/4 by, and it was by 11. I scored it at 5 1/2, and then I cut off a 2 3/4 inch piece. And that 2 3/4 inch piece is actually the piece that comes right here, but we're going to use this piece as well. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to use my bone folder on here. And this piece here is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go on the inside of the card. But I'm going to stamp that sentiment on the inside after I have done the rest of the card. Now, that's not the normal way that I would do it. Normally, I would stamp first and then put the inside of the card. However, I want to make sure that it goes behind in a certain spot on there. So I'm just going to go and attach this to the inside of the card. All my measurements will be attached to my video once my video goes live. And this video post will be going live when this also premieres. Now, like I say, I've got that like that. And now this piece here, like I say, it's 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I have a piece of this Designer Series paper. And this, isn't that beautiful with all those different colored pansies on there? So I'm just going to go ahead and attach that to this piece as well. Now, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and I could have only used part of this if I wanted to be frugal with it, which I did on the other piece, but I don't need to. I'm actually going to be putting that right about here, but I'm putting, this is a scalloped I've cut this scallop from basic white, and I've cut it from this piece here. And I'm actually going to put, that's going to be going like this over top of that. And that's the way I wanted to do this. Normally on these cards it goes like this. I wanted to have more of the scallop white. I wanted to have more of something there that I could play with. Now here's that vellum. And this is how we're going to attach it. There's a shiny side and there's a non-shiny side. That's where we're going to put our glue. Normally, when you have anything that is vellum and you put glue on it, it's going to show through. However, if you put glue all over it, it's not going to show. So I'm going to show you. I'm coming in with my all-purpose glue. Might need a bit more there. And I have sponges that are dedicated just for glue. And all you're going to do is you're just going to rub that completely over here. Now, your vellum is going to curl a bit, so you've got to work fast. So we'll just put that off to the side so that we don't get any glue on anything. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to place this on the middle of this scallop piece here. Now I happen to know it's going to go really close to this stitching. I have a bit of wiggle room with it, but not a whole lot because it's the vellum and it dries very, very quickly on the vellum. So let me just do this here. You see, this piece here was really close to the stitching line. Whoops. Shouldn't be having this much trouble with it because it's really not that difficult. And then I'm just going to go in with my foam folder and just put that across there. And when this dries, you're not going to see any of that glue behind there. So like I say, this is going to go on this part here. So it looks like I got some off of my bone folder. You want to make sure your bone folder is good and clean. So I also want to make sure that my pansies are up the right way. And I'm going to actually put that right about there in the middle. So it's going to go on this part here. So I want to make sure that I only put the glue on that part. We put it over here, it's going to attach to the middle of the card, right? So let's just put that so that it's in the middle. Just like that. And I have a piece that's of this free freesia, and it's 2 inch by 2 inch square. And I took the time and I ran it through this ornate garden. It's really pretty little petals on there. And I'm just going to come in with my trimmer and I'm lining this up like so to there. And then I'm just going to cut this piece. And this is where it's going to give me my corner tuck. So I'm going to actually put this up in the corner up here. So how I do this is the long piece, and that's what this is going to tuck under. But in order to give it so that we've got something for it to tuck under, we're going to use dimensionals on there. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to use these dimensionals and I'm going to cut a strip off of the side of the dimensionals. You could use your foam strips. They're a little bit higher than what the dimensionals are, so that's why I tend to just use my dimensional pieces here. So let's just put this, and I'm putting it onto the back of the embossing piece there. And then let's go and put this piece on here as well. This corner tuck folder, I don't know what other names, there's a bunch of different names for it. I guess it's just who you get that inspiration from, right? So let's just put this up like this. I'm going to come in with my take your pick tool. And let's just take this part off. And see, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up in the corner up here, just like so. And then when this tucks underneath here, it's just going to stay like that. All right, so now I've got this. I'm going to put this right here. And you know what? I'm going to stick it right on directly because I'm going to pop up my pansies. And there's one sheet of paper that has all pansies of all different colors on. So I just went and I fussy cut that. And there's another one that has a bunch of different leaves on it. So I just fussy cut those ahead of time. Let's just go and we're going to put this right here. And now I have my pansies that I'm going to put on here. We're going to put them on with dimensionals. And I'm also going to use the leaves on there as well. So what I've done is I'm going to, on my leaves, I'm actually going to, my goodness, I'm just going to put on the tips of the leaves, I'm going to put just a mini dimensional on both of those. I believe that's the tip. I think that one is too. Yep, right there. Okay, just take those off. So those are ready. And then I'm going to put a couple on here, the bigger one, and one on the back of the smaller pansy. There we go. So let's go ahead and put this on. And it's funny, you know, because I've got to always make sure that I know which way the pansies go. And I happen to know that this part goes down. So I'm going to put that right about there. And then let's put this one. And I'm going to tuck this one behind a bit. So do we want it to go like this? No, it goes like this. And see where that smudge was? I've kind of covered it up. So we'll put this leaf here. We can go ahead and put this leaf. And I think I'm just going to put it up there like that. And then I'm going to put the sentiment down here. So let's just, I could put any kind of different sentiment on there, but I think what I'll do is I'll use the thank you. And I'm bringing in this Blackberry Bliss that's in the pansy here. And I'm just going to we hope we can get that in the middle. Nope, we didn't, did we? Okay, let's just bring that down a little bit. Yep, that's not too bad. Now, the reason why I've done it so far that way, because I want to push this all the way in, and I want to do my chevron, but I want to hold on to something. I know when I put it in with the length that I want it on, like here, it gets lost in this, in the punch. So I'm just going to put it down there like that. And then we can now cut this part off. And then I can go ahead and put the dimensionals on the back of that as well. Beauty of Stampin' Up paper, right? It has two sides. Nobody really looks on the back, and I don't even think demonstrators look on the back as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's put that piece right here. Let's put it, do we want to put, let's put it on an angle. And then what I could do is I could go in and I could put a sentiment right here behind here. So I have a sentiment, and I'm actually going to use the hydrangea one. This is thank you to an incredible woman is what I'm going to put on this particular one. I think. Oh, I'm wondering where my thank you to an incredible woman went to. That's not good. No, I'm not sure where that, well, I guess, oh, here we go. It's right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on here. And we're going to use our Blackberry Bliss as well. And I happen to know that that's going to go in the middle there. And we're going to let that sit for a bit because we want to make sure that it's good and dry. Blackberry Bliss is one of those colors that we have issues with, right? They'll color into everything. Now I'm going to use my my Stampin' Blends, and usually I use the light one, but I'm going to use, the dark one, but I'm going to use the light one. I find this fresh freesia is quite dark. And then don't rub it too much on there, because if you do, what happens is that it will what'll happen is that it takes off the shine off the pearls. Now that should be done. So we know that's going to go right back up there. And let's go ahead and put our pearls on. So we can put one there. My goodness, this is so pretty with the shimmer on there. It's quite top heavy, so I could put it down here and I'd get away with it. So there we go. Now, if I want, I could go ahead and I could also put some Wink of Stella on here to match with that. So let's go in and check that out and see what that would look like. Yeah, that'll just sort of make it, won't it? There. That's going to just bring up some of the sparkle from the vellum and sort of make it go onto the pansy itself. So see how that works? And I think I'll do the same on here for the center part. There we go. All right, so there's my corner tuck fold card. And I want to show you one that is in another orientation. I don't have the pearls on this particular one, but there we have it. It's just like that. So just think how you could do that. This one needs some Wink of Stella on there as well, and sort of the pearls. So I'll put those on, and I will be posting this on my blog. Don't forget, all the measurements will be, there'll be a link to my blog. Also, if you enjoyed that, give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, if you do live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, make sure that you don't have a demonstrator. I would love to be your demonstrator. I have a very generous reward program. I give away tutorials each and every month. And I'd love to be able to send those tutorials your way. So, thank you so much. Can't wait till these all go live on May the 4th. Bye for now.